The EB gang, are you
They
staying
can
bullies?
have all them dogs. They can They come down to temperament. Frenchies are like Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
English bulldogs, you gotta have one. Because they don't, they're not like, they don't get along with each
Well,
other.
yeah, I mean, I got three EBs.
Their
man,
attitude is,
and
like,
I do got one
you gotta
bitch on my
have
yard
them.
that,
like,
you know
you
what
gotta
I'm saying?
literally
She with the
have an
business?
adult
She be
English
tripping. That be
bulldog.
tripping.
She a ratchet
to know,
bitch.
the,
sure.
the temperament, like, like, to be like, I know what kind of dog I want. And you not acting like that. Like,
Right.
these dogs, they're on, like,
Well, okay, so where would you say the origin of the bully came from? Come on now, break it down. Because you've been in the game long enough, man.
A while,
I mean, you
Tevin.
know what I'm saying? Come on now. Where did the bully come from? Because look, I was at a show the other week, man, and we was in a ring, and I made a comment because
Are you talking about the show we were at?
Yeah, we was over there, and the judge was like, "Oh, I'm biased towards bullies," and I said it out there like, "Look, you ain't gonna get your bully without an EB, so give us a fair shake." So you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
EB goes
yeah.
through
Come
me.
on, man. You know what is the origin of the bully, man? From your standpoint.
Me, I let people just do their breeding, you know what I'm saying? And I've kind of stayed away, from how people have been making theirs, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And how people feel like this should be made, this should be made. Well, it's taken me this long to kind of keep that kind of correctness of the dog. There's dogs already made.
Right. Yeah, they already there.
But
Yeah.
okay,
know,
what
it-
he's
so
saying
it
is
kinda
we don't
sit-
have to breed back to EB.
No, you don't necessarily
But do you feel
have
like
to.
the origin
But
comes
you know
from
what I'm
them?
saying?
I mean,
yeah. Do you
it's-
acknowledge that, or are you want to? Because like I said, man, some of them dudes out there is like,
it's kind of tricky on it because it's like
it's always been a bully breed.
it comes down to being a breeder and how you're breeding dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, if you're doing that, you get in a certain look.
Yeah.
You get in a certain, and then you really tell off the offspring. So, but it's like when you're breeding the more complete of the dog, and
Yeah.
not, and really just not going through the cross. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Because
so
see, me personally, bro, like I know for a fact, I'm not out here trying to put anybody on blast necessarily, but I come from the era where, Kobe and Jeep blood pit bulls, you know what I'm saying? There's no way, shape, form, and fashion that they were gonna produce something that was low to the ground, you know what I'm saying, with a bow and you know what I'm saying, a muzzle with wrinkles on it. It just wasn't happening.
I mean,
you
let's
know
keep
what I
it
mean?
funky.
Like-
Even my dog, the youngest one that I have, Blue Envy, has the Frenchie ears.
Yeah.
So, and even some of the other dogs have the EB heads. So
but
Right.
they all
something
come
that
into
we're
20 years ago.
We're in 2022.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we
now
are.
we're
We
bully
are.
bullies. Yeah,
So
it's a bully breed.
That's like when, like people like myself, like we're not new to this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
True
So
to it.
a lot
Not
of
new to this,
people
true
are
to this.
really paying attention and going back to these OG breeders
Yeah.
because it's people that have been on this little 3, 2, are doing, thinking it's this.
Right.
You gotta breed dogs, and once you do,
You gotta know.
You're realizing that you go click up with your OG breeder, and you figure out how they're making this kind, and how you drop it, and how So really, you go kick it back with somebody who really knows their blood.
Yeah.
And there are guys like I said, my Pacino blood is deep.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
I ain't gonna say that. Don't get me to talking, man. I mean, I was just a fly on the wall when shit like that was going down, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's not my place. I just like to, bring that topic up in the conversation just to give people a complete understanding, you know what I'm saying, of where our culture comes from and where it's going, how far we've came and where we've came from,
How
and
far
what
we
to
came.
avoid, you know what I mean, and getting information from, Marathon and P, you know what I'm saying, to acknowledge it, man. I mean, I was just chopping it up with my partner, man, and we were talking about the creation of the bully Frenchie. You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes out here with these Frenchies that's
Lord, them
you know what I'm
motherfuckers
saying?
is buff. I'll let you
Yeah.
know that. I don't remember Frenchies looking like that back in my days.
Frenchies.
Them
Yo.
things look like they ready to ride
Yeah.
you.
It's like you got to remember, it ain't no rules out here,
It ain't no rules.
you know. But
Everybody looking to create the next best
you're
thing.
more entitled to breed how you want. You're a breeder. We say, follow your vision, follow, but vision,
Right.
you close your eyes, wake up, and you can see something different. You
Yeah.
know? So that can only go so far. People, but it's like really knowing these dogs,
Yeah.
and really, it takes years.
Right.
It's not just this to that, and we sold some puppies. What is that going to do to our community?
Exactly.
Who is you going
Exactly.
to give this to that you really like?
Yeah. Are you just trying to get a quick buck? You're just trying to make the quick come up.
That's kind of what it really come down. Like, now if people are going to say, hey, we like what you've been doing for this long, and they've created a look, and people are going here for that,
Right.
that's their lane.
Yeah.
How they
Facts.
are doing that, and if they got 100,000 followers and people like that, you're entitled to how you like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. That's right.
Can't
That's
nobody
real.
in this bully game say, hey, we don't like that.
Yeah.
Take your page down. You take your.
Yeah.
What they gonna say to me?
Right.
We all,
This how
we all
do it.
have our own visions.
Right.
At
And
the
I
end of
think
the day.
that's how we broke away from like a lot of the mainstream, like the AKC shows and the UKC shows and things of that nature, where you in the middle of the ring with your suit and tie on and your dog got.
I'm not gonna lie
you know
though,
what I'm
I
saying?
would love to see those back because a girl want to dress in
For sure,
heels.
for
I'm
sure.
not gonna
No,
lie
but
to you.
I think we bring that back into our community without so many of those restrictions. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to fit in this category to show your dog.
Yeah.
Like it takes away from
But
the
with
work
the
of
bully,
the breeder.
it let everybody, be themselves. It was too many restrictions.
Right.
It was too many of, well, we breed like this. That's why people are doing registries and things like that,
Yeah.
because they want the freedom of how they feel like
A dog.
something should be should go. Even
Right.
when it come down to a registry, they feel like we should be able to register this.
Yeah.
Even though you're not, well, if we get enough people to believe what
We gonna
and
run that shit.
It's not just a one day kind of thing.
Right.
Registries be around 3, 4. It's just how people are willing to recognize it. If people ain't recognize it, then you're on the you're down here with it.
Right.
But things have been around for years and they consistent with it and stuck around, and people are getting
Right.
into it and
got your
saying,
lane.
this is my, if I just sign up for registry today and my dog is a year old, then we have puppies, and then I register those puppies. He has a customer. She has a customer. Whoever
Right.
Now I got it. Then I put y'all on to 8 other people that have to.
Yeah.
In another year, it's a wave. It's
Right.
a wave. It's a wave. So it kind of just depend on like where with how you want to be restricted yourself.
Yeah. Gave us that
yeah.
freedom, man. Gave us that freedom.
It's a real, it lets us, be able to say we do this with this. We do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. Now, if y'all don't want to recognize it, well, we'll go somewhere that
We'll go
does
somewhere else.
what we do,
And I think that's one of the
so-
reasons that, the English Bulldog kind of, because, those are a dog that are known in those, restricted registries.
Oh, AKC.
You know what I'm saying? AKC.
I wouldn't buy a dog without it. Like that.
Yeah.
That's me personally. AKC, they know, those dogs are, that's your registry.
Yeah.
You get an EB, you get a Frenchie.
Yeah.
You go there, but other registries do recognize them. That's not saying that your dog is worth less or anything.
Right.
It's just kind of like some people breed ABR, IBR, UKC, AK. It kind of, and then you have to learn how to do paperwork.
Right.
What, like, you have to learn how to keep
There's a
this
business
going.
side to this.
For
sure.
it's and it costs money. Like once people find out, you have to pay a little $30 and sit.
Yeah.
Let me
They be
out.
acting funny.
Yeah.
Like
we
they
gotta
just drop,
it
you know what I'm
costs- we
saying,
just pay-
$2,500 for a deposit.
Yeah.
And I tell you, you got to pay
waited a year
$30.
later, and then the fee is like 100 something on there.
Yeah.
Because you waited and on out. So it's like you have to know the paperwork game side of it. You have to. not just because you could register your dog different things, you know, like,
Right.
you know, nobody's confined. Like, but if you go bully, we know you go IBR, UKC, you know, you could, you know, you
Right.
could, you can get into them, but you know, it's like,